All right. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, we'll just give it a few moments, let some other people join in here. Great. Yeah, really excited to have McFly and Zfram joining us from the 88 MPH team. Really exciting project. I remember joining you guys' Telegram really early and getting involved, and it's exciting what you guys are working on. So excited to learn more. It's great to be working with your team. I was really excited to see that. And I see one comment in here already. Future of France, is that a crypto Twitter meme? Yeah, that's a crypto. Are you in France, or where are you guys based out of?
Me, I'm based currently in France.
And I'm based in America, San Diego.
Nice. Okay, cool. Great. Well, yeah, really excited for this today. If anyone has questions, definitely drop them into the YouTube chat. We'll do some Q&A at the end. We'll also keep an eye on it throughout. And otherwise, yeah, McFly, Zfram, I'll let you guys take it away.
Yep. So like the thing we wanted to talk with you guys is starting with a general overview of what we are currently building, what is 88 MPH, what you can do with it, and yeah, the general state of what we are currently doing. So the current version is available since end of November 2020. We were working on that since 1 year ago, approximately. And we iterated a lot of different way of doing things, of offering a fixed interest rate. That's the main product of 88 MPH. So we explored different way of providing this kind of product. So we ended with a bond system where someone can deposit some assets, and in exchange, he will get a fixed interest rate according to his maturity. And on top of that, we are retributing the users with MPH rewards. It's like loyalty points, loyalty program for using our services. The other things is we are offering the fixed interest rates, but we are also offering another product that we call floating rate bonds. The floating rate bonds are basically representing the debt of the system generated by the users of the fixed interest rate bonds. And we sell that to someone else. So it's permissionless, everyone can buy it whenever they want and the amount they want. And it's kind of the main way we de-risk the ecosystem of 88 MPH currently. So two products, the fixed interest rate bonds and the floating rate bonds. The fixed interest rate bonds, I like to present them like a deposit account in a bank where when you are using it to get some fixed income, you get retributed for using it, and the retribution is the MPH rewards. And at the end of the day, you own the bank because the MPH rewards are a vehicle for socializing the governance power, but also getting a share of the dividend. So you receive some cash dividend by staking your MPH token. We are currently working on other products. One we are currently working on is the zero coupon bonds. It's the ERC20 token that represents the fixed interest rate bonds. So currently, the fixed interest rate bonds and the floating rates bonds are represented by NFT. This NFT, we are wrapping them into ERC20, and we are presenting them like zero coupon bonds. But basically, under the hood is the fixed interest rate bonds that compose these zero coupon bonds. The benefits of having a zero coupon bond is allowing more liquidity, more flexibility regarding what you can do with your deposit. So you can resell it more easily because it's more liquid than just an NFT. There is new use case we can build on top of the zero coupon bonds. For example, structured product, mixing a zero coupon bonds with an option, for example, or another commodity can create some guaranteed capital where you are exposed to one asset, the upside of one asset, but you have zero coupon bonds that back your initial principal, and you kind of can guarantee 100% of the capital. So maybe I can do a quick definition also of a zero coupon bonds. A zero coupon bonds basically is a bond that give you at maturity the full face value. So your principal plus the interest earned. There is no intermediary distribution of interest. It's just at the end, when the bond is mature, you can redeem the full face value of your bonds. So principal plus interest earned until the maturity. So it's basically what we are doing in terms of product. We plan to do some stuff differently around the tokenomic and stuff like that, but it's for later in the future in a V3. Currently, there is the product bond stuff. There is the staking mechanisms regarding the MPH rewards. You can stake them and earn the cash dividend of a protocol. So we are sharing 100% of the profit of the protocol revenue with our MPH stakers. And there is some liquidity mining stuff to ensure that there is enough liquidity in the ecosystem for our community. And yeah, I think that's the general overview of what we are doing at 88 MPH. Maybe Zephram, you want to add some stuff if I forgot to mention some specific stuff. Is there something you want to add?
No, that's good. That was good. Yeah.
Cool. I'm wondering if Zephram, you want maybe to go over the integration guideline regarding how we can interface stuff with 88 MPH, and after we can talk about like some use cases we thought about that could be cool to build on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me try to share my screen here. Okay, can you all see it?
Yep.
Yeah, so integrating with 88 MPH is straightforward in some ways, and like in other ways it's a bit like annoying to do the accounting. So if you just want to do the fixed rate depositing, withdrawing deposit or buying floating rate bonds, they're pretty straightforward to do if you're interacting directly with the smart contract. So let's start from creating a deposit. So when you want to make a deposit, you need to provide the amount of tokens that you want to use for the deposit, as well as how long you want to deposit it for. And here you can see that you basically just need to call this one function that provides the two things that I just mentioned, the amount of deposit and when you want the deposit to be mature. And it's as straightforward as possible, I think. And withdrawing is slightly more complex because you need to provide this thing that we call funding ID, which is basically the ID of the floating rate bond that funded the debt incurred by the fixed rate interest given to this deposit. So that to obtain this value, you would need to make a query to our subgraph. So that requires knowing how to make GraphQL queries. It's fairly simple. It's just almost just JSON. I'm sure you can figure it out. And the smart contract interface is just as simple. You just withdraw a particular deposit, provided you have the funding ID. Now that was the easy part. The more complex part is the vested MPH rewards. So if you just want to implement like a proof of concept or something like that, which you probably are doing in a hackathon, you can just kind of ignore this part, because this part is just like making sure that you don't lock up like users' vested MPH rewards. So you need to understand how the vesting works. If you don't care about that, you can just focus on the deposits. And buying a floating rate bond. So it would be best if you understand how exactly a floating rate bond works. That's also included in the documentation, and how ADA-MPH works. But the general gist of it is that we basically order all the deposits in a list, and when you buy a floating rate bond, you can you can choose to pay for the fixed rate interest of like a consecutive block of deposits. So if there are 10 deposits and 5 of them have already been funded by other people's floating rate bonds, then it's possible for you to buy the debt of the next 2, 3, 5 deposits, and that is characterized by yeah. So the code example here doesn't really go into that, I guess. It just provides you with a function that lets you fund all of the debt of the pool. But if you want to look more into a more granular approach, you can check out the smart contract reference. And funding all the deposits of a pool is also fairly straightforward. You just give an approval and then call this function without any parameters. And zero coupon bonds is actually like a pretty good example of how to integrate with ADA-MPH, as a sort of external application or protocol, because the zero coupon bond stuff was added later as it's at a layer on top of ADA-MPH. And so the source code for the zero coupon bond contract is available on our GitHub, so you can check that out to understand how integration might work for you. If you want to integrate with the zero coupon bonds, it's also, well, it's somewhat straightforward. So you need to, so basically you need to own a deposit NFT, and you just call the zero coupon bond with this function, and the name and the symbol, you don't need to care about these. Just provide the NFT ID, and yeah. Oh yeah, finally, there's a REST API available for fetching some basic info of the ADA-MPH pools. So you can fetch info like, the total value locked, the APY for each pool, and, the addresses. So yeah, that's the gist of how to integrate with ADA-MPH.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks a lot for
Guillaume, you're muted.
Sorry, Kenan, you wanted to say something?
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah. Thanks, Ephraim. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was saying that it's important to say 2 or 3 things regarding what can be built on top of 88 MPH. Currently, what we are seeing as other protocol, external protocol integrations is vault integrations, where someone is basically leveraging some fixed interest rate bonds and harvesting some MPH also on top of 88 MPH. The other way of using 88 MPH we are currently seeing is for like stabilizing some algorithmic stablecoins. And the other topic is the way that we can build structured product on top of the zero coupon bonds, like we were saying before. Currently, the structured product is the main next focus for us, but we will be happy to see some project and developers building on top of these zero coupon bonds to start structuring some product like in a way or another with options with like other assets like basic asset or commodity stuff like that could be interesting, and of course leveraging some Chainlink stack into all of that. So it's mainly in that direction we wanted to see some development. But as we say before in the presentation of the price in the Discord channel we have on Chainlink, it's up to you guys because like there is definitely other stuff to build with 88 MPH, cool stuff regarding like NFT also, or other way of integrating fixed interest rates into other product and protocols. So yeah, just wanted to say that there is no main focus, like structured product is cool, but there is definitely other stuff to build with that.
Cool. Yeah. And then if anyone's listening in, if you guys have questions at all for the 88 MPH team, definitely drop them in the chat. Got an eye on it, and we'll be able to answer those whenever you have them. Were you going to say something?
No, yeah, just wanted to have your opinion regarding other stuff we can cover. Like I think in the Discord channel, we were covering the price. So the first price, we are offering $2,000 in price paid in MPH for the first place. The second place is $1,000, and the third place is $500. And yeah, whatever can come interesting from the Chainlink Hackathon, we are definitely open to support the development of the ideas after that. Like it's just not a one shot and we say goodbye to your ID and thank you. It's just like if there is really something interesting, we can definitely support that because we have a grant ecosystem, we have a grant program. We are already supporting some community members who are like doing long-term stuff for the community. So it's definitely something. It's just like a starting point that we can support on the long term after.
Awesome. Yeah, and then I think since we have a little bit of time, do you want to maybe talk about one, just kind of like what's next on your project roadmap and kind of where you guys focused on, and where do you guys kind of see this in 3-6 months time?
Yeah, like the basic idea for the focus in 2021 is definitely de-risking the protocol in a way to make everyone comfortable, making sure that when you get a fixed interest rate, at the end of the day, when it's mature, you will have like the principal back plus the interest. So currently, our system is mainly relying on the floating rates bonds to de-risk the protocol, but it depends also on the demand for this product. So we need buyers who are like buying the debt of the system. So it's working. We are proving it's working, but it's not enough because it's not like guaranteeing 100% that the protocol is de-risk. So what we want to do in 2021 is like building layers of de-risk, of this de-risking with different mechanisms, like keeping, of course, the floating rate bonds, working on some credit default swap with partners, like insurance company that can offer this kind of CDS product, an insurance fund also financed by the governance treasury that can be the buyer of last resort for some floating rate bonds. If there is some financial risk at one point, temporary financial risk at one point in the 88 MPH, could be like these different layers protecting the overall ecosystem. So is mainly our focus. There is also like some changes we are currently discussing in our forum for updating the tokenomics, the way we are like handling the MPH staking mechanisms, or the MPH that need to be paid back at some point in order to be able to withdraw your principal plus interest. We are asking a percentage to be paid back, the MPH reward you receive upfront. So we are changing a bit these kind of things, and the main goal is making the developer lives easier to integrate with us, because currently, by experience, since the last 4 months we are live on mainnet, we see that it's possible to build on top of 88 MPH, and there is already protocol building, like Debaseonomics or Mushroom Finance, this kind of project are building using 88 MPH under the hood, but it's not easy. So we want to make sure that developers can build easily, we can onboard easily new developers that want to plug their protocol with our protocol and me, just like more composable. So that's the main focus, like de-risking and composability. I think.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's what makes your project so special, is the composability of it, and that it can be integrated in a lot of these different projects, and really just kind of be one of these foundational pieces within DeFi, which is really exciting. With Chainlink, and so can you talk a little bit about how like keepers work in the 88 MPH protocol, and kind of how those kind of play a role in everything that you guys are building?
Yeah, I can talk about that. So currently, we're planning on using Chainlink keepers as to update our interest rate oracles. So the way that we currently provide fixed rate interest to our users is that we have an oracle that tracks the exponential moving average of the interest rate of an external protocol like Compound, Aave, etc. And we apply a modifier to this exponential moving average. Right now, it's 50%, I think, and we just offer that as a fixed interest rate. Now, currently, the way that the oracles are updated is that whenever a user interacts with the protocol, the oracle would be automatically updated, and there's also like us manually updating the oracles if no one is interacting with the protocol during a certain period of time. With Chainlink keepers, they basically replace like our role in manually calling the oracles. Chainlink keepers will automatically call our oracles based on the duration, like the update intervals that we want, because like our oracles have different update intervals based on which protocols that they're tracking. And it will, like this integration will really like make our development process much smoother, and less things for us to worry about.
Cool. Yeah, really exciting stuff. Sweet. Well, if there's no other questions, is there anything else that you guys wanted that we left off on that you guys want to share? I think you're muted.
From my side, I think we are good. Zephyr, you want to add some stuff?
Yeah, like I guess just like to talk a little bit more about the V3 stuff, about making integration easier. So like right now, like because I just did that whole shtick about the integration guide. You can see that part of it is somewhat complicated, especially like the vested reward, and you need to keep track of all the NFT IDs. So for V3, what we want to do is to make it as make integration as easy as integrating with something like Compound or Aave, except of course you're getting a fixed interest rate instead of a floating one. And like we already know how to do that. We're currently in the process of building it. So like in a couple of months, it will be like super easy to integrate with ADMPH. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we're really excited, and when all this stuff comes out, we'll be happy to help you guys share it and get the word out to everyone. Great. Well, everyone, yeah, really excited to see your projects. Midway checkpoints are coming up soon. So definitely go into your GitHubs, tag Chainlink in there, put it either in the title, just put Chainlink Hackathon project. We'll be able to search those, and we'll love to see what you guys are working on before you share it with us. If you have questions for the 88 MPH team, one, I really want to thank you guys for being a part of this hackathon. It's really excited to be able to be working with y'all, and excited for where this project is going. If you have questions for the team, definitely hop into the Chainlink Discord, hop into the 88 MPH Discord as well. Join their community, and I'm sure these guys would be happy to answer any of your questions. And otherwise, yeah, excited to see the progress, and thanks a lot for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you.